Geek Legacy here with Jim Rash, Academy Award winning star of Mike Tyson Mysteries.
Thank you.
How are you doing today, and how has the con been for you so far?
I'm doing well today, so that's good. And the con is going great. I have had fun. Did a community panel yesterday and just got off the Mike Tyson stuff. And so it's really great.
Now, what went through your mind when they pitched you the idea of A, your character, so we'll go into your character in a little bit, and B, that it's going to be a mystery show with Mike Tyson?
Well, they had me for many words. Mike Tyson Mysteries, 80s, homage, Mr. T, cartoons, Scooby-Doo cartoons, everything I grew up on. And then I saw like stills and ideas, and so I was pretty much on board from the beginning. And then I heard I was an 18th century ghost, and I'm more on board. And then there's a pigeon voiced by Norm Macdonald, back in again. So it just kept going.
Now, Now, when you guys record your voices, are you all separate or are you all together?
Mike's lives in Vegas, so he did a lot there. He was in town. We did some recording in Los Angeles, but we've done ones where Norm and Rachel and I have been in the same room here in LA. And then sometimes individually, but it's very fun to be in the room and be doing it together sometimes, just because while you can't totally overlap each other, you do get a little sense of the rhythm, even though you're taking a little extra beat, But it's fun.
Awesome. Now, Community is like the Jason Voorhees of comedy; it just will not die, and I'm thrilled that it's not. Now, how excited is it to have such rabid fans, and that the show just keeps finding a new life somehow, just keeps crawling its way back?
Keeps crawling its way back. Yeah, I mean, this is a show that if there's ever been a show, well, there are many shows that probably have a fan base that has sort of saved them through campaigns and from a season to a season, but I think Community is probably one of those ones that really is based on the power of social media and the power of fans and the power of being outspoken enough to rise above just the numbers game and into pop culture and fandom and all those kind of words they like to attribute to that. So.
Absolutely. Now at Geek Legacy, we're all about embracing our inner geek. Would you say that you're a geek?
Oh God, yeah. Look at me. I relish it. I grew up in that world, and I'm still there.
Awesome. Well, could you look into the camera, give us your name, and say I'm a geek?
Oh, easily. All right, I'll try. But if I start crying, it's only because truth is coming out.
I'll console you.
Okay, get ready, because this is going to be a lot of high school in me. No, I'm Jim Rash, and I am a geek. Whoa, that was hard.
How did you get involved in this project?
Well, I've known Hugh, who's the showrunner, and Jim for years and years and years. We were on the Groundlings together, which is a comedy improv troupe here in Los Angeles. And then I had also been working at Warner Brothers for about 5 years, writing the Looney Tunes show and doing voices for Mad. And so I was in that Warner Brothers loop, and then when this project was presented to them, I snuck in there.
Now, when you first heard of the project, you thought it was a joke, right?
I did think it sounded a little odd, but from my childhood, I remember that Mr. T show. There was a Mr. T cartoon, right?
Uh-huh.
And
a
so,
cereal.
Right, and so I thought, well, it's not that crazy, right?
And then you found out that you were going to be his Korean stepdaughter, or just daughter. Are you?
Korean adopted daughter. I was left on his doorstep when I was a baby, and he's loved me and raised me ever since.
And so you and Mike Tyson make up half the mystery team, and the other two are a pigeon and a ghost.
Yes, a ghost played by the hilarious Jim Rash, and a pigeon who's really a man turned into a pigeon. He wasn't born a pigeon. He was born a man whose ex-wife is like a witch, and she turned him into a pigeon, and that's played by the very hilarious Norm Macdonald. So the cast is the funniest.
The best.
It really is kind of crazy good.
Yeah, we saw a little bit here at Comic-Con. What was your reaction to how well it was received by the fans?
I think everyone flipped their lid. I think they loved it. And Mike, it was like totally on fire. He was, what's not to love? He was selling it for us. We didn't have to, we just sat back.
Yeah, I think the animation style and just the name Mike Tyson Mysteries is just too good to pass up.
Mike looks so cute animated. He's so sweet. I mean, he really is.
Now, do you know when this is going to air?
I think October. I believe October. on Adult Swim.
And is it a 15-minute Adult Swim show or 30 minutes?
15, right? 11-minute, and then cartoon. I mean,
commercials?
and then commercials. Yeah, 15. But you feel. I mean, you really there's an arc to each story. You know, it's not just weird non sequiturs. It's, you know, I think people are gonna like it. I really think it's funny.
Wow. Now, can you give us a little bit of the voice?
This is the voice.
Oh,
it
really?
wasn't that hard for me.
Oh, that's easy.
No, I was like, well, she was adopted as a baby. She doesn't have a Korean accent.
Oh.
And I'm a grown woman with the voice of a child, so I just thought it worked out perfectly.
Easy.
Done.
Well,
Where's my paycheck?